Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus one more time. Yes, I'm back again. I'm back again because on the media I'm constantly seeing the conversation about bipartisanship. They're referring to dealing with the problems and daily confrontations of American life here in America, and from the political perspective about how to deal with it. We have two political perspectives, one from a conservative Republican and a liberal Democrat. And some refer to within these groups a center and an extreme to the left or right. And it's all about the people and how to deal with the people. And so I take this moment, ladies and gentlemen, to see what you say about this problem and how this problem should be dealt with. For instance, I would say that every last one of you, if you knew, the dynamics of what is going on, and understood them, then perhaps it would be a much easier matter. So I try to see if I can bring it right to your doorstep, knock on your door and put it in your hand. And I want to thank you for listening to me this Sunday morning. What I want you and hope that you could focus on is the reality that you experience every day as it is brought to your attention. For instance, this bipartisanship, as it refers to every American citizen. What is it that every American citizen actually needs, actually wants, and kind of desire? Some of them are essentially necessary for survival. What are they? And they are coming amongst us. Now, it appears to me that a serious matter between any bipartisanship, a serious matter about any bipartisanship, about the conduct of our brothers and sisters, about ourselves, in relationship to how we live, should engage us all. So let's say, what are those things that are common? First of all, in order for us to survive, we need food. Every American, you don't have to be a citizen of everybody in this country, really all over the world, in order to survive, need food. Now, is that a bipartisan issue or no? I think that should be bipartisan, because I don't think one Republican or Democrat want to die from a lack of food. Now let's take it a little bit deeper. Let's say housing, shelter. Well, who amongst the Republicans and Democrats would like to be without? We don't have to go there. Everyone wants housing. We don't even have to go there. Everyone wants education, because they know that education will make them better at whatever it is that they do. That's the purpose of education. Well, we know that people get sick, and every last one of us want to have some care. Now, my friends, just to name those few things that are coming amongst us, that means everything to every last one of us. Is that a bipartisan issue? If that is not a bipartisan issue, then we can put that on the table. We've accomplished that much in discussion. Now, here's where the problem is going to come around. You're going to come around when you start saying, but how is this paid for? How is this going to happen? Well, the concept, ladies and gentlemen, of how this is done has already been fixed in your mind. So I'm not going to discuss that, waste my time. You know that probably much better than I. But the new concept is this, and how to make sure that every last one of these that I mentioned are met for every person in America and really on earth, is who benefits from this? Who benefits from it? Well, we say, all. That's what we just got through describing. Then what role should any play to be eligible for? Now, someone say the greatest thing that you can do is to participate in the creation thereof, cause the manifestation thereof. And so what that basically means is that you every last one of you in America got a job, a career of your own choosing. We're not just talking about throwing you out of the work. This is a new day. This is a brand new day. We're talking about a career that you choose, that gives you the greatest joy. And I'm going to tell you a secret, ladies and gentlemen. Man doesn't know this, but the master creator already has a plan in place that when you exercise the gifts that you have been given, they will come together in a collective manner, my friends, my sisters, and my brothers, until everything that you want, everything that you need, everything that you desire, that you put your hands to, will become a fruition. Why? Because the resources have already been given. The only thing that is missing is your understanding of how to do it and putting your hands to it. Now, is there bipartisanship in everybody having a job? Or who believes that some people shouldn't have a job? Well, we understand that mothers who are birthing, we understand that people who are ill, we understand that babies, children can't, but we're talking about the reasonable ones. And I don't think you're going to have a problem with any of that. Because right today, there are so many people not working. Why? Because of this or that. It's not because of the resources, the lack thereof. It is not because of the imagination that would take us to these places are lacking. No, my friends, all of that is there. But it is the systems in which we live that reflects this division between this political thing, when we should deal with it in such a way that everything that is done is for the benefit of the body, the entire human body. In that we can't go wrong. Now, you start talking about bipartisan when somebody else want to take you someplace else. Somebody says, well, we can get more money than some of the others. And so we want to be able to access a doctor because we got money. We don't want doctors spread it all over every place. Well, then you make sure you got more doctors. You make sure that your medicine is best. You make sure that people aren't that sick, don't need doctors. Put your greed aside. What makes you think that just because you got more money? Well, it is the system in which you've been taught that makes you believe that. What do you think separates black people and white people? The system that has taught us this in every form and fashion. Now, even this, my friend, that I've just shared with you, this plan that is, I would call divine, but it's only possible when you agree and put your hands to it. Then you can laugh all the way through life. Yet you will come telling me about some bipartisan. Democrats, where are you in this? Are you ready to put this on the table as a bipartisan issue? Republicans, where are you on this? Are you ready to put this on the table as a bipartisan issue? Donald Trump and your folks. In this, you don't lose anything. The truth sets you free. You don't have to walk around and claiming this earth that you had nothing to do with making. You don't have to do that. We know you didn't. And so just saying you did don't make it true. But we love you enough to know that our happiness, our peace, our prosperity is also wrapped up in yours. Because if you don't have yours, then you're always a threat sitting over there waiting for a moment, waiting for somebody else with a voice to set you, as you call it, free. I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, there is but one freedom, and that is the freedom of allowing the Spirit, the invisible God, to live within you. And you become a physical manifestation of that God, that men might see and know that God. And that God is the God of love, not the God of hate, not the God of trying to be boss and take everything and put people against each other. No, I'm not talking about that God. We see that God. We saw that God in where? We saw that God in Washington, January the 6th, 2021. You see? So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you. I got you. You know what I'm talking about. But what are you going to do with this information? I mean, seriously, what are you going to do with this information? What would I like for you to do? I would like for you to start thinking. This is what you do. Go to your church and ask your preachers this. Say, Pastor, I've been listening to all that you have been teaching us ever since I've been coming. But I want you to tell me, what is the plan of the God that you teach us about? Are we to live as Jesus prayed, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven? Or are we just going to exist and be abused by anybody who's bold enough to kill us? And is that all right with God? And tell us, Pastor, what are we to do? Just ask him. Just ask him. Ask him. Ask him. Ask him. Ask him. Just ask him. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave that with you right now. It's been a very, very good day. And I want to thank you once again for giving me this, your moment in time. Until next, this is Eddie Marcus saying goodbye.